This barrel here is what I was running the line to in the last video. Just a bunch of ice. These can be a pain. Gotta be careful right now, there's ice all over the place. we just, right up here, we got pulled right into the ditch with the snow. My dad was driving, and then we came back here. Right there, we were just spinning and could not get unstuck, so, yeah. I guess my dad's the worst at getting stuck in the snow. You always need the tractor to pull you out, so. Then he broke the winch. I don't know. Now we're both gonna come up here and turn around. This is where we were coming yesterday to turn around from running sap lines, and then we ended up having to walk back, so yeah, that was the funnest. It was a little cold, but we were on a different side of the hill yesterday than in the tapping trees video, and it wasn't as windy there, so that was nice. Well, I about just drove in the ditch another 2 times. I was trying to get my glove back on the one hand, and it pulled me into tracks where I almost drove in there a few days ago, and it was the first time I drove up through here in all the snow. And then I got caught in the tracks from the spot where we were just stuck, so it almost pulled me in there too. But here, if you stay out of this middle snow in the middle of the road, then you should be fine. If you just get your tire on top of that just a little bit, then you get pulled right over into the ditch then. So, right up here, water hole. Right up here, we tapped the line yesterday, a couple lines. This a few years ago, we had a 55 on. We put 100 gallon this year. This is the second time we've tapped this. And this is the one I ran in the last video. It's about at 30 gallons full. I didn't ran much the last few days, but then there are a few 15s here we want to put or tap, and a few 5s along the road. I started doing this line yesterday, but then I ended up running it down to that down there. So yeah, I just thought my dad's gonna have to go ahead of me in the tractor, so I backed up to this Y in the road. Then he came down and went ahead of me. He's gonna drop off the drills and batteries, and then I'm gonna tap, and he's gonna head back to the barn and do a few chores, and then he's gonna run the drop cleaners, and then the guy up to our heifer barn is gonna take the tractor up there and use that tractor to spread manure, because the case is not running right now again. My dad's heading back now, got the batteries. I'm gonna tap this line here, run into this 15. This is all we have for line left. So we ordered another one today, because there's a place a few miles from here that's pretty sure a liter evaporator dealer. So they normally have just some basic supplies kinda, but they didn't have any line because my dad called them this morning. So we ordered another one. I'm gonna do the 55 down there, run it up, and I'm gonna do it as long as, I'm gonna run till I get out of line, but I'm not gonna start at the top, I'm gonna start at the bottom, so then I can still have trees tapped and run it in there till we get that line. I'm gonna tap this. I'm not gonna video it because I only have one camera battery right now, and you've seen me tapping many times before, so you're just gonna stay down here in the Ranger, and yeah. I got those two 15s tapped. I need to put another 15 here. I started this 55 here. It got a bunch of sap in it. It froze, so right now it's coming out, but it's ice coming out. I think there's just a little bit left here. Oh, maybe there's more than I thought there was. But that was fast how it was freezing. I got this. So I'm gonna record on my phone for a little bit now because my camera just died. This is like the spinner or holder for the line. It ran out, so I just stuck this here. I'm gonna run back and get a lid for this. Then I can bring that back for when we get the new line this week. It's a little loose up there. I may need to strap it in a couple spots, but I think I have 12 taps on it so far. But hopefully by Wednesday or something next week, we can get that line and finish this up. I put one of those end hook things. I'll show you. Right here's one. Come on. I put one of these on the end because it's a plug, kind of ish. But I put that there for now so then it won't run out of the other end. Hopefully that works. We should have enough drop lines now to finish this and enough battery of drills as long as we keep the drill batteries inside, because it's gonna get cold tonight. It's gonna get down to about 10, and then this week it's really gonna run, I hope, as long as it gets cold on the other nights. Monday is gonna be about 45 to 50, and then it's gonna be about 60 for 3 or 4 days, but some of the days are saying around 40 at night, so hopefully it gets a little bit colder than that, and then it can freeze at night, so then the sap will keep running. That's my hope. So then the sap keeps running, we'll get lots of sap. So as I said, I need a 15 for right there, and a lid for a 55. When I brought these lids out, or when I cleaned them out on the 55s, one of them didn't have like spouts in the ends, so I couldn't hook the line up to it. I didn't want to drill a hole in it because we could have used that lid just for collecting, which we're gonna do. So in the last video you saw we were boiling, or saw that steam was running. And then I came out in the woods and put some line up. I would have been able to get video when we got back, or when I got back, but we had a few issues with boiling where we have to dump out about 8 or 10 gallons of syrup, or 300 gallons of sap that was in syrup form. We have to dump out. We had some issues with it, so it's no good, but we think we have all those issues figured out. And also we had something wrong with the evaporator too. When my dad was down there with my grandpa and another guy down there, they had another issue, and they had to stop quick and fix something up. So I think we got everything done now. We got flush water through the evaporator again. That was a result of one of the issues we have, so looks like my dad's down there now. I'll see what I'm gonna do next. I'm not really sure. It's getting close to about 5 o'clock now. I'm not doing very much, but I'm getting the Ranger here empty. Hopefully in this next week or two. We have an old freezer from our house that went bad, and we're gonna bring that to the scrapyard. But first I'm gonna stuff all this old wire and barbed wire that's all wrapped up together or every which way. I'm gonna stuff that in there and hopefully get this metal pile here cleaned up too. And then we're gonna, normally we leave the sap tanks in here, but this year we're gonna leave them out by the sap house. Those 300 gallon black ones, we might sell at the end of the year, I don't know, probably, but we might switch over to all cage tanks if we can. That's our plan. So and I'm hoping to do also before next year, it's instead of having this box right here with every kind of sap fitting, they make like bolt kind of thing, like that holds bolts and separates them. We got one over here, I'll show you. Right here, one of them, and that'll hold all the fittings in different compartments kinda, and we don't have a mess of everything together. But this Ranger's getting mud filled right in there and then it freezes. But yeah, let's get any short pieces of line like this one. It's old and it's got bite marks in it from animals, so I'm just gonna throw it away. We got this bucket here is gonna be used for collecting. And I'm gonna put a 55 in here for all those other buckets. And then I think that's it. That's gonna go in here. I'm basically gonna spend kind of the rest of my day here, or till we need to milk, or till it gets dark, or whatever.